So, in my version of turning Much Ado About Nothing into a tragedy, all would be the same in the beginning. So, they would come home from war, everyone would be happy, besides Don John, of course. And Hero and Claudio would be in love, and Benedict and Beatrice would be witty and have their banter still. Um, and then, they have the party, everything goes really well, except for Don John. He does his same little trick, it doesn't work out. And Claudio and Hero are still meant to be married. So, this is where the plot kind of turns in my version. So, when Don John begins his plan to turn Claudio against Hero and make Hero seem like a harlot. In my version, Baraccio and Conrad wouldn't get caught for being a part of the plan, so the Night Watch would never hear them talking about it, like them being traitors, and they would never be arrested. So they would just kind of get away, like scotch free. And Don John would still be there. So Claudio obviously accuses Hero at the ceremony, and he attacks her at the ceremony. So not only does he like verbally attack her, this in my version he would actually maybe hit her or something of that nature to really like show his anger. And after this point, Leonato would fully believe Claudio because Claudio is such a respected man. He just came home from war, so Leonato would truthfully believe everything that Claudio said about his daughter, and Leonato would completely disown Hero, and he would move away and out of the country and find a new home. After the wedding ceremony where Hero's accused, Benedict and Beatrice would still have their talk and they would confess their love to each other, and Beatrice would still ask Benedict to challenge Claudio. So all of this would lead Hero to kill herself. So she really kills herself in this version. There's no fake suicide, like this is fully real, and they have service for her and everything. Benedict goes to confront Claudio about a duel, and Claudio, without thinking and being the very quick to judge person that he is, would ask to be prepared for a duel by tomorrow. So they would, prepare for a duel, and Benedict would die in the duel. So Claudio has defeated him, and this just breaks Beatrice's heart because they just confessed their love for each other. They just got back on like the good terms of their relationship, and this would drive her to kill herself. So now Hero is dead, and Beatrice is dead, and Benedict are dead, and Leonato has moved away. So Don Pedro overhears Don John and Baraccio talking about their plan that they did at the beginning of the play. So Don Pedro goes and tells Claudio what he's heard, and Claudio thinks that Don Pedro is lying to him because at this point Claudio has honestly lost his mind. He doesn't know what's real and what's fake anymore, and he gets so upset at Don Pedro that he kills Don Pedro while he is sleeping because he thinks that he has said like very evil words to him. So now Hero, Benedict, Beatrice, and Don Pedro are all dead, and Leonardo has left the country. Don John now respects Claudio because he's done all these evil things, and Don John is such an evil man. So Don John, Claudio, Borachio, and Conrad, they all team up and basically take over what's left of the palace. And it wasn't hard for them because everyone is so scared of them. They know they're so evil, so are ruling this palace that Leonardo has fled. And this is where the tragedy somewhat turns and comes to an end. So Dogberry and his men invade the palace and they kill Claudio, Borachio, Conrad, and Don John. And that's the end of my tragedy.